Maryland is making way for the new energy economy to thrive in the future by helping companies develop innovative technologies, products, and services. We are charting a path toward energy independence by finding new ways to make fuels, manage energy consumption, capture or store energy, and generate power from clean, renewable sources. Maryland Clean Energy Center would like to introduce you to some of the people and companies in our state that are making the energy technology connections today. Craig Stewart Paul is the enigmatic CEO of FiberRight LLC.
Our approach is very different, is that many people work from waste to energy and they burn trash. What we came up with is a recycling-based approach to taking mixed waste straight off the trash truck and converting all the organic fraction, which is about half of it, into sugars. And those sugars we can convert into many things, including cellulosic ethanol, transportation fuel, diesel. Even there's a pathway we can convert them into jet fuel. So from about 175 million tons of waste available, we can actually take that approach to make transportation fuel. Now, other people have just burned trash and made electricity from it, but that's a very different thing to what we're doing. I was always looking for a better mousetrap, a better way to take trash rather than bury it in the ground or burn it. And we created this solution. I've been working very hard at it. So we were one of the earliest to do so. We just submitted a bid for the City of New York. We're bidding for countries in Europe, and in fact, right here in Maryland, we're working on a bid to process waste just down the road in Elkridge.
Clean Green Chesapeake and High-Tech Bio have become leaders in the development of algae as a source for food, high-value chemicals, and fuel.
My name is Wendell Leinbach, and I work with Clean Green Chesapeake here at the UMBC Tech Center. Well, when we started the business, we started with the vision of doing algae to fuel. We have changed direction a bit to focus on things where we can be profitable more quickly. And I'm talking about products that are going to cost an order of magnitude more than the cost of we would get from fuel. We will be moving to a very sophisticated and cost-efficient agricultural business before you end up buying algae, fuel from algae.
Bob Morose and his team have a quarter-scale pilot project here at the Back River Wastewater Treatment Plant in Baltimore City.
What basically our technology does is it scrubs the greenhouse gases from the use of fossil fuels, methane, even ag waste. So anything you burn is going to generate an output, some fumes. And those fumes and exhaust contain carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and whatnot. And that's what our technology does. We fill this tank basically with algae, an algae culture, and we light that from inside. And as a result of that, the culture takes the gas that we inject from inside, and as it bubbles up, the algae has access to all of the flue gas chemistry, the nitrogen oxides, the CO2, and it consumes that. It uses the CO2 as building blocks, the carbon. It uses the nitrogen oxides as food or fuel, and it grows. It continues to grow and continues to get thicker. Well, we've been at this for almost a year right now at this site. We've been at this technology for over 4 years. In this building, we're using quarter-scale tanks, and we're ready to move to half-scale tanks. That move to half-scale is basically within a week or two.
Managing energy consumption should impact everyone right at home. Savina Labs, run by founder John Jabara, is located in the Bethesda Green Incubator.
Savina Labs is an independent testing laboratory and information service company. We provide energy ratings on popular appliance categories that are not covered by the government's Energy Star program. We provide 3 services. We provide energy rating labels to retailers so they can place them in the stores next to the products, and shoppers can find out how much products are going to cost to run before they buy. We also provide manufacturer certifications. Manufacturers can put the certification labels on their boxes and can take those out to consumers all over the country and around the world. And finally, we provide information for consumers so that they can access information on the products online. Right now, our energy rating labels are available in True Value hardware stores in Montgomery County, and we're just about to expand to several other states in the fall.
Mahi Reddy, CEO of SemaConnect, was recognized 2 years ago by Maryland Clean Energy Center as Entrepreneur of the Year.
We're a company located in Maryland, in Bowie, and right now we're at our headquarters facility, which is also our production facility. And what we do is manufacture charging stations for the next generation of electric vehicles. I think clean energy is here to stay. It has an immense amount of potential, and whether that is transportation in terms of moving transportation away from fossil fuels to the grid, whether in terms of cleaner energy sources, I think this is the great opportunity for the 21st century. For SemaConnect, every year we want to be doubling in sales for the next 5-10 years. And that's something that really I find very exciting.
It takes a lot of time to make a building run well. Today's facility managers need effective systems and service providers to help them meet the ever-increasing demands on their time and resources. And that's where Pritchett Controls comes in. Meet CEO Tim Pritchett.
We specialize in energy management systems for old and new buildings alike in the DC, Virginia, Maryland area. We install hardware and software that enables buildings to be smart. Everyone is looking for ways to save, to do better things for the environment, and we have found that in this economy, it's a great business to be in.
Bal Mukundar and his colleagues at Agira are working to commercialize a solar technology that concentrates the sun's energy to generate power more efficiently than traditional photovoltaics.
We are trying to develop the optical concentrators, which have the same form factor as a regular PV panel. And these are low to medium concentrator modules, so we don't need a cooling system. And our optics has a built-in tracking mechanism. So the sun keeps changing its position during the day and from day to day. But because of the built-in optics, we don't have to track the sun. So we save money on the solar trackers, we save money on the cooling system, and it has the same form factor as a regular silicon solar panel.
Bith Energy Inc. offers intelligent strategies, advanced information systems, innovative technologies, and full implementation services for managing energy consumption, smart grid infrastructure build-out, and the development of renewable energy systems. CEO Robert L. Wallace was recently honored as one of the 50 powerful U.S. international business executives by MEA Magazine.
We decided to get into the energy management information systems sector because that was closely aligned to our IT background and IT heritage. A few years ago, we made a major commitment to invest technology and dollars into renewable energy systems. And we decided at that time to focus on 3 areas: solar energy, wind energy, and electric vehicle charging subsystems. These systems are used by our clients, which tend to be government or the private sector. And it's used to help them to manage their energy enterprise. So it helps them to look at their consumption of energy, looks at their costing, and we find ways in which we can help them to cut their cost, to cut consumption, and to be more efficient in how they use energy.
Researchers are making discoveries and starting new companies at the University of Maryland Energy Research Center on the main campus at the University of Maryland, College Park. Director Eric Waxman works on fuel cell technology that will help us capture, store, and dispatch energy so that the intermittency associated with solar and wind generation is less of a deterrent to reliable power delivery.
Our fuel cells are unique in that they are fuel flexible. So most people think of fuel cells and they think of hydrogen. Our fuel cells will run off of gasoline or natural gas or propane or biofuels or hydrogen when that's available. If you had one of these in each of your houses, you'd be able to provide electricity at your home 24 hours a day without interruption. So this is a cell that we're making in the lab today, this part of the prototype. That means that this little cell here is 200 watts. If you put them in a stack, a series of these like this, that's about 1 kilowatt. And so if you think about something that's 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter, this is 10 centimeter area, 10 centimeter high, that would be 10 kilowatts. That's more than enough for most residential applications. Right now we're working on making a prototype, which would be again a stack. It'd be a number of these cells in series with what's called the balance of plant. That's the fuel processor and the control electronics and things that go with it. Our intent is to have that available within 1 year.
Waxman's colleague, Marty Peckerer, has established FlexCell, a company that is developing a unique battery technology that is portable, conformable, and flexible. It can be applied to fabrics and could be immensely useful in military field applications.
We are special purpose batteries, largely for wearable electronics. The batteries are entirely environmentally friendly. My rule is that if you can't eat it, we don't want it in our battery. Of course, for the wearable electronics, especially in military applications, that's a critical factor because frequently wounds will drive toxic material from the power systems into a warfighter, and we avoid that.
The TRIA system is an innovative heat exchange system that transfers heat exchange from existing sources without using fossil fuels and at significant savings over propane, natural gas, and oil-fired heating equipment.
I'm Jim O'Brien. I'm the president and founder of TRIA Systems. We've been in business for 4 years now. We're a products company, and our product is a heat recovery system. Our focus is on finding heat where it's in excess and moving it to where it's needed. And the innovation that we've been able to develop and take advantage of since is just that we capture the heat in a certain way and we move it in a certain way. And the focus again is on, how can we stop burning fuel?
Kevin McTighe and his colleagues have developed, tested, and deployed a unique wind turbine blade that can be deployed on both horizontal and vertical axes.
We are here at the Sleepy Hollow Early Learning Center in Calvert County, Maryland, and we're looking at our first instantiation of a twin turbine rotor system that we've put out on the market. So this has been a bit of a journey for us. As a small startup company, we began our efforts to design this turbine about 6 years ago, and it was a long and arduous process where we had to go through about 30 different prototype models before we came up with the optimal design for the turbine. A couple of aspects about our system that are important is that, like the traditional horizontal axis turbines, this turbine can be set up in your rural areas where you're off-grid and hooked to a battery system, or it can be hooked as it is here in Calvert County to a gridded system which has reverse metering. It is very cost competitive with other forms of renewable energy, and as we get the production more refined with this, we're going to find our costs going down even further. What we hope to do is attract investment so that we can take this to the next level where we're selling these on a commercial basis.
Maryland, making the energy technology connection, just comes naturally to us.